when you talk about digestive system, human digestive system, first of all, like you all mentioned, it starts from your mouth and it ends at your anus, right? But when it has to go from the mouth to the anus, there are different areas that your food has to pass through before the undigested food has to be released, right? So that whole long pipe, that is called as the alimentary canal. Okay, the route that the food takes from your mouth to the anus, that long pipe, that is called as your alimentary canal. So this alimentary canal, what are the parts that it has your mouth, your oral cavity or your buccal cavity, which is the cavity which is inside your mouth. It has your pharynx. Does anybody know what is the meaning of pharynx? Does anybody know what is the meaning of pharynx? Okay, so pharynx is just your scientific term for the word throat. Do all of you know what is the throat? Yes, all of us know what is the throat, right? Yes. So pharynx is just your scientific name for this word throat, right? So then after passing through the throat, then it goes into your esophagus, which is your food pipe, right? It goes to your food pipe, which is your esophagus. Then it enters into your stomach. It passes through your small intestine. And again, children, in the small intestine, you will learn how there are three parts. You will learn this in higher grades, but small intestine has three parts, which is duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. So it passes through all these three parts of your small intestine, and then it enters into your large intestine. Again, in the large intestine, first it goes through the cecum, then colon, and then rectum. So your rectum is present just before the anus, and anus is the part of your digestive system from where your undigested food material is excreted out, right? So if you see here, after entering into the mouth, you have the oral cavity, right? From the oral cavity, it enters into your throat, which will be your pharynx. Okay, from the throat, it enters into the esophagus, which is your food pipe. Then it enters into the stomach. From the stomach, it is going to pass into the small intestine and then into the large intestine. From the large intestine, after traveling the large intestine, it is going to come towards the rectum. And from the anus, it is going to be excreted outside. Okay, now that is what is about the alimentary canal. Wait, Ahan, let me complete this slide, then I'll come to you. Okay, so that is the alimentary canal. But this is where your food is passing through. But children, you should know that digestion is a complex process and it is a biochemical process that occurs in your body. When you talk about biochemical, okay, bio means it is a living process, but biochemical process means it means that it needs certain chemicals, it needs certain secretions, it needs certain enzymes, certain juices for the process to occur properly. So it is a biochemical process, and you should know that most of the processes in our body, they are biochemical in nature, which means that there are many reactions which occur. Even respiration, do you all know respiration may also, you have oxygen, you have exchange of gases, you have carbon dioxide, you have water vapor, you have all of this, right? So there is a reaction that has to occur. Right? Yes or no? There is a reaction that has to occur in your body for respiration process to occur properly. So similarly, even digestion requires certain enzymes, certain chemicals along with it so that the process can occur properly and effectively. So in order to get those chemicals, there are three glands in the body. Okay, there are three glands in the body which basically help in this process to happen properly. So those three glands are going to be your salivary glands, which are going to be present in your buccal cavity. Then you have your liver, which is also a gland present in the body, and you have the pancreas, right? So these are the three glands which are going to help in effective digestion. And so basically, whenever we talk about gland, we're talking about a particular organ of the body that is going to make certain substances, right? It can be this digestive juices, it can be making saliva, it can be making tears, it can be making sweat. Okay, if you must have, do you know that you have sweat glands, you have sebaceous glands which make oil in your body? There are different types of glands. Okay, so when you talk about glands, you're basically talking about organs which are making up different substances. It can be sweat, it can be oil, it can be saliva, it can be tears, it can be digestive juices, it can be anything. Right? So when you talk about the type of glands which are helping in the process of digestion, they are going to be salivary glands, liver, and pancreas. Okay. Now, when you talk about salivary glands, I was telling you earlier, they are playing an important role in digestion. Why? Because they are going to be making this saliva, right? Because they are going to be involved in making of saliva. Okay, before I continue, I think I'll take